Alrighty, what up YouTube? This is GeoStealth R1 and I'm going to be doing an unboxing and talking about a few things with my brand new Arrma Limitless. As you guys start coming in, I will start getting myself prepared. There's going to be a lot of voting today. A lot of voting. Alrighty. Wait for you guys to start coming in. See what's happening here. Nope. Get away. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Alrighty, so who's in the room? Earl. Let me get this. Hopefully you guys are not going back and forth. Let me try to mute this. All right. Give me 1 second, gentlemen. I got a party pooper over here. Gotcha. You ain't going nowhere, dog. Come on, buddy. Let's go. Come on, little man. We gotta go. We gotta go, Tracks. All right, you're done. Yeah. I wonder what I dropped. Oh, the remotes. Alrighty, so let me start getting you guys prepared. I know you guys have been waiting for this to happen for a while. I've gone to the dark side, I guess. Here we go. Who's in the room? Earl. What's going on, Earl? I believe you have two of these guys. Let me see. Banshee Jake, what's going on? Tracy Lee, what's happening? Jonathan Rodriguez, Gio, your first Arrma. I hope you get it hooked. I did. You hope I get hooked. Well, we'll see what happens. Michael, what's going on? Eli, what's happening? Chris M, what's going on? CCBSRC, I make this bitch 12S, possibly. Ghost RC202, what's going on? Gus 13, what's happening? Chevy Man, booyah, oh. Ghost RC202, Gio, you know I've been waiting. Brad, has anyone here seen the new Tamiya TC01? I have not. So let's bring this bad boy in. Before we start, your dog's driving me nuts. So let me bring this in so I can visually see you guys can get a know-how, a knowing of what I'm doing over here. Now, once I bring this a little bit closer, which you guys will see, I think I gotta push you more to the right. Push you more in. And there you go. All right, so let's talk about this RC, the Arrma Limitless. It's the 1/7 scale speed bashing machine. As you guys want me to know, I have many Traxxas vehicles. I do own Kyosho vehicles. Also, I do own Axial videos, and this is my first Arrma RC, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people have been waiting for me to get myself an Arrma. I've always, you know, my man Chris, Everyday RC, has been telling me get an Arrma. I've pushed it as far as I could. I pushed it as much as I could to not get an Arrma. This one caught my eye. I was very interested. Christian, what's going on? This one caught my eye, which, yeah, I kind of try to push it off as much as you can. As you can see in the background, I do not have any of the other vehicles. I ended up cleaning my my living room out specifically for this Arrma presentation. The reason why I just wanted to clean the living room out is because it's another company and I don't want the two companies kind of mixing with each other. So I kind of do that with a lot of my RCs that are out there. Actually, I'll separate. And I also do that with Kyosho. So I kind of thought that Arrma deserved its own wing in my arsenal. So that's a good question, Brad. You like those Tamiya paints? Well, here's where if you notice that the thumbnail said vote. Now, if you're looking at a few things, I have a whole bunch of paints. Thank goodness this is able to roll. Okay, I have a whole bunch of paint, and also I have a lot of diff lube and shock oil and stuff like that. I got bearing cleaners and other paint that's over there. So that's the main reason why you see that over there. But the reason why I said for this video for you guys to vote is because I am going to set this up to you guys to vote on which color this RC is going to be. Now, I have many colors that are over here, plus I have other colors that are away. I even have these guys who are mirrored chrome from Spastics. Yeah, mirrored chrome. I've never utilized this. That's an option of me doing something like that too. I know a lot of people are telling me what type of wheels to get. I do have many options. I can go with BSRs, GRPs, sweeps. It all depends on what initially I'm going to be going with. Love Kyosho. Do you have the vintage ones? No, the GB2 EVE, something like that. That's the Kyosho I have, and I have the Kyosho Mini Zs. That's what I have, Brad. So that's what I'm gonna have you guys vote on, what type of color I'm going to get, because I do have a brand new Arrma clear body. The part number is this is gonna be weird for me because I've never read a part number from Arrma. Arrma ARA 410003. So once you guys choose which color I should go with, I ended up buying more parts that are going to be coming in. A lot of aluminum, I guess front splitters, whatever that is, and I believe I ended up ordering the rear wing, front wing, rear wing. I believe the wing that I ordered for the rear is adjustable. I'm not too sure. I've been speaking with a few companies on which ones I'm going to be going with, so I haven't decided yet. But I want people to choose what color I should go with. I can get whatever Tamiya color that's out there. So if you guys are interested in finding out what color, I mean, just throw a comment below. Well, throw a message below. Tell me what color that you guys are interested in me having this RC with. I can go with whatever color that there is. All right, so that's where it's at. There is the body. So that's one of the first upgrades that I got for this RC. Let me see, what are we saying? Ghost RC202. It got to be a bright color because it's gonna move. I'm pretty sure. A lot of people, this is just too close to it. I mean, I could do a whole bunch of different colors to accentuate it, and I've been looking at a lot of Formula One RCs, not RCs, but real Formula One vehicles, and trying to get decals from there. Go says 7-Up or Mountain Dew theme. I do have the color for it right here. This is a very odd color that I've never seen. This is what is it? Cobalt green, PS54. If you guys want a little bit of a hint, shh. There's another company which I'm not going to talk about right now. Another company that's over here that I'm not going to say which one company it is, but it's going to be this color. So I just wanted to give you a heads up on that future presentation. Now, before we start this vehicle, a lot of people who have joined my channel throughout the years do know a lot of my inspiration comes from this. And this is the main reason why I don't set this up as a kids channel, because hopefully, I think this is a Friday night, and hopefully you guys are enjoying a beverage with me. So there we go. And this is a brand new bottle because the other bottle got killed off. So I'm not sponsored by them, but Grey Goose, distilled and bottled in France, imported. Beautiful thing, 1.75 liter. If you guys ever get to see my closet over there, it's full with these bottles, which I'm trying to make a whole bunch of cups with, and candles and a whole bunch of stuff. So, all right, so let's begin. I'm not going with any ice, but I believe. All right, so we have my goose. All right. And we have a splash of crack. Splash. There we go. Don't give me Kool-Aid. That's how I like it. So before I do this unboxing vehicle, I'd like to say cheers to my RC community out there has been suffering under this coronavirus epidemic that's been happening out there. If you guys watch my channel on Instagram or my Instagram posts, you guys know pretty much that I've been in the thick of it. So definitely much shout outs to people that are having to deal with this, and if you have anybody in the hospital and stuff like that, cheers to you. There's a little bit of break from the chaos that's happening out there. So cheers to you guys. Oh God. Oh yeah. All right. So what we going with? Let me see. Chris M says, go with those mirrored chromes. I'm thinking about that. I've never used it. Go says 7 Up, Mountain Dew theme. Earl says, you have to go with the Geo famous orange. Oh, orange and white. That's a possibility. T.Y. Parker, make it white and red like the first Rustler. Oh, wait a minute. I think you're talking about the dice one. I have a little bit of a nostalgic thing that's about to happen with that, but you'll see. Let me see. Brad says, go with the metallic paints. Chevy Man says, mirror shifting paint. Go says, haha, it's okay. That's okay, Gio. I know. Let me see. Brad says, prismatic metal paints. Tim says, I'm waiting for UPS to deliver my infraction at any moment now. Oh man, I like when people just wait and wait and wait and wait. Let me see, but that was my second choice, laughing out loud. Eventually, Dual Pearl. I don't even know how to say this. Kiwilla? Wait, Kiwilla. I'm gonna say Kiwilla. Kiwilla 1. Do a cartoon. This is a little bit too serious to do a cartoon, but that is funny if I do that. All right, so let's move a few things out of the way because I know this is going to be pretty much going to take up a lot of my space over here. So this is a roller, which there are pros and cons that I talk about this roller right now, right off the bat. If Arrma offered this as a roller, I think Arrma should have given you a clear body. I mean, that's just my opinion. I believe Arrma should have given you a clear body if this was going to be right off the bat a roller. Give me your opinion on that, you know? Earl says, Grey Goose Limitless. See, I can't do that because I already have a Goose Chase for my Traxxas 4Tech. So, yeah, that's, I can't do that. So, ugh. All right. So, Earl, I'm pretty sure you know about this. So let's get into the meat and potatoes of this. Oh, man, there's a lot. You know, for a roller, I think it's pretty heavy. All right, so I got my X-Acto knife. I know nothing about what's in this car. Absolutely nothing. Earl, I've been watching a few of your videos to try to get myself prepared for this. So, slice you open. There's nothing better than slicing open a brand new. Is that it? Is that gonna? Oh, no, I gotta get the bottom part. All right. All right. All right. So before I get into this, let's look at the back, because this can't be a true unboxing video if I don't show you what the back looks like. And people complain that, yo, I should have shown the back. So here's the back. Bam. Okay, so here's the back of the RC. What do we have here? So it says center brace for maximum durability, aerodynamic, low drag body, big bore shocks. You guys know I'm gonna change that out. Rear diffuser, that's dope. Kind of like other RCs that are out there. Large battery trays, that's pretty cool. I've seen a lot of people just use one and then hook up a bigger system. Somebody's telling me to get a 12S system. We'll see what's going on. Center spool and speed gearing. I gotta change that out. Hub nut O-rings. Speed wheel and let me see, speed wheels and all road D boots. Hoon's tires. Hoon's tires. I heard they're belted from what I understand. Anodized aluminum chassis. Never pop ball ends. Never pop ball ends. That's how they describe it. Okay. Let me see. High downforce wings and full width splitter. Okay. All right. So let's go and see my first Arrma. Now, this is very impressive for a lot of people who have watched my channel throughout the years. This is going to be impressive because I have never thought this day would come that I would have an Arrma. So here we go. Let me see you guys saying before I go in. Brad says, do a Cheeto. Cheech and Chong up in smoke theme. No, man, that's bad juju. God forbid that thing crashes. Ghost RC202 says, yeah, I was saying that when we first got him, it should have had a clear body. That's true, man. It should have had a clear body. Brad says up in smoke. Yeah, it's old school, man. Chris M, you're gonna love the car. I have an Arrma Nero and I love it. All right. Brad says, why are you going to change the shocks? It's not that I'm gonna change the shocks. I wanna get shock caps. I know Hot Racing makes the shock caps. They make the spring retainers and the spring adjusters. So that's primarily what I'm gonna be doing. So, all right, so here we go. This is my first, well, I've seen it before, but this is my first one, all right? Lord knows I've seen it in my hobby shop many a times. My boy Mike in the hobby shop, he has this thing hooked up. He told me I'd like it. So let's go. I'm gonna go, slide you open. Aha, here it is. All right, here we go. So, let's start off by saying, it's definitely a different smell than my other vehicles. A whole bunch of stickers. I'm not too sure. I guess it's the battery stuff and some tools. Different set of tools. Instruction manual. And a whole bunch of decals. This is my first set of Arrma decals that I have. So put you to the side. All right. I don't know if this is zip tied or anything like that, but if it is, let me get a hold of you. Yep, you are. So thank goodness I have my tools here. Here we go. All right, so I have to cut this out a little bit. It's making me cut it out. Earl, you should have warned me. You should have warned me, Earl. I had to do this. Okay. Okay, cut the zip ties out. All right, so let me move this body. This box. Put you on the side. Let me move this piece. Put you on the side as well. Okay. Take out that zip tie. And here we go. Alrighty. Let me get you guys in position for you guys to see this up and close. Earl, you've seen this 1,001 times. So it's not going to phase you. So here we go. The Arrma Limitless. What's my impressions of this? Well, I think it looks really, really nice. I think it's the one thing I've always hated about Arrma, and no offense to the design team at Arrma, you guys make a strong vehicle, but most of your RCs are god awful ugly. And we're talking about a little bit beforehand. I like the way the Creighton looks, the Creighton 8S. I think there was a big block, whatever, at one point. I think the infraction looks nice. But most of the RCs were just, I don't know, they just too much coloring and everything was going on. Nothing really, the scheme, whoever. No offense to whoever's designing these things, they're built very well from what I understand, but a lot of them just look god awful. That somebody in the design team needs to do something a little bit better or something a little bit different. I know you guys are trying to, sway differently from another company, but this design wise is magnificent. So I think the way the color scheme was, the way the decals are set up, everything that initially that interested me on this RC was given. And that's one of the main reasons why I ended up going with this. So, what are we saying? Go says, yeah, I just knew I was gonna have my first Arrma before you. Laughing out loud. We both have a strong love for Traxxas. That is true. Demo RC says, yo, people. Brad says, Wolverine theme. I was thinking about something like along those lines. Kiwilla one says, yes, Brad. Earl says, I'm impressed every time. Brad says, thanks, Willa. Sorry, Kiwilla. Kiwilla, that's what I was thinking. All right. So let's take a few things, pieces apart here. It's a nice little foam to cover to stop it from. All right. So now we're going to take this. I don't think I'll ever need this. I'll toss you to the side. Okay. So first impressions. Well, what are my first impressions of this thing? It looks like I'm stuck. Oh, there is no, forgot, there is no servo. There is no servo. All right, so let's look at from the front to the back, and I'll crack this open. I like the way they have this wing splitter, which is pretty cool. I like the way that's set up over here. I like the way these downforce for the wings. There's a company that I'm dealing with right now that's setting me up with this whole Arrma setup. So it's going to be interesting. I like that these two pieces are separated from each other. So it's going to be interesting painting this. The blue came out really nice. I think the blue scheme that they ended up going with is pretty dope. I love their use. I love the way of Arrma's use of decals are. I mean, the decals make it look like a cool RC. I mean, that's just my personal opinion. Flip you guys around. Let me take this other piece out. I don't know. They tell me these are belted. I've seen a few people do a few runs with this. But let me take off this other piece. I just like the way the whole thing is set up. Interesting fact. My Rustler was Spectrum inspired, orange, and now I have a Spectrum setup RC. So what to do? That's going to be the interesting question that I have to think about for the near future. What to do? I'm gonna bring this down a little bit for you guys to get more of a visual. The decals are really nicely set up. I know Arrma has to put all their logos on their RCs. Yeah, there are pros and cons to that. I like the way they did the Arrma over here. There's a few companies that I've seen out there that make their own logos. I think this is a dope setup on how it looks like, the carbon fiber theme and then the vents on the side. Yeah, all around, I'm very impressed in the design. So Arrma gets a check up to that. Arrma gets a check down because as a roller, I think this should have had a clear body. They should have sold this RC like the blue color, but with the components in there, and had their own little setup like the Infraction does. And that's just my opinion. So if people who own this, just give me a heads up if you agree with that. Giuseppe says, what parts are you going to upgrade first? I'm probably gonna buy the whole hot racing gambit for the RC. The front splitter, the wing, the tires are gonna be changed out. The body's gonna be changed out. The shock covers, the retainers, the adjusters for the shocks, that's going to be changed out, and those are gonna be the first upgrades that I'm gonna be going down. Owen says, slow, laughing out loud. Kilowa, they're big here in Chicago. I've seen every color. All right, Kilowa, which color did you like the most? Anil, what's going on? I is a proper, always wanted one. Oh, as a pauper. Wait, popper? As a popper. Proper? I don't know. Let me see. Brad, I'm from Chicago. Were you in the area? Go says, yes, they're behind. They're belted. Good up to 115. Ah, interesting. Well, you know what? There's something I have to show you guys. I've been with you guys for 10 years. And as the years go by, the older I've become. So technically speaking, I started talking with you guys when I was 34. Now I'm 44, and for me to even read your comments on my other phone, I got to utilize this. So, oh, for you guys that are in their late 30s, early 40s, even 50s, you guys know what I'm talking about. Yellow's your favorite, all right? Southside, he says, that's Kilowatt. Go says, it's a roller, Geo. They can't give you electronics and the price tag. Yes, it's a roller, but they should have given you a clear body. All right. So let's crack this open. Also, you know what I like? I like that they give you that the body retainers, the body pins have the rubber retainers, so you don't have to lose your pins as you're hauling ass down the whatever highway or whatever road you guys choose. Alrighty, so let's crack this boy open. Oh, so I noticed that. I'm just curious. I've been looking up a stainless steel screw kit from RC Screws, and they're offering one. I think it's like $50. It's pretty light. Look at the back. Let me see, what does it say? No step, no step. That's pretty funny, having that over there. Don't just bash, blast. I guess that's their motto. Stickers are coming up over here. I think the person that did my stickers didn't care too much to hook me up nicely. So I would say a big fail on the decals. This decal came out nice. This decal is not so nice. This decal is not so nice. This was done correctly. This one was done correctly. These two were done correctly. No bubbling here. These were done correctly. Everything is done nice except this one. These two. But do I even need that? I don't know. We'll put you to the side. Alrighty. So this is what I want you to vote on. So what I want you to vote on is A, the colors that I'm going with, and B, the electronics. I know people have been interested in finding out if I'm going to put in a Mamba Monster X. That's one thing people have been asking me, if that's going to be an option. And that possibly is going to be an option. We'll see what initially what happens. So let me bring you a little bit closer, as I can see this piece is locking up. All right. So I'm pretty familiar with this. This reminds me of my Kyosho of back in the days. So I guess this is where the motor goes From what I understand, people are mounting the motor a little bit differently. They're setting it up to the where the motor's supposed to is able to go over here. The battery tray goes over there, throwing a bigger setup over there. This is where my servo is going to go. I'm most likely going to go a high-speed servo. Um, Everything's going to be hot racing. I have to invest. I spoke with my boy Danny. He said he's going to get me everything from hot racing to install over here. From what I understand, it does have a sway bar kit. Nicely done, Arrma. It comes with a sway bar kit. I ended up paying back in the days $1,200 for an XO1, and I had to buy my own sway bar kit. My XO1 did not come with a sway bar kit, which was definitely something that was very annoying. So I had to buy my own sway bar kit. Um, all in all, I like the way this is set up. Nice, beautiful red aluminum. I guess that's the standard for Arrma. Arrma does all their stuff red aluminum. But I am changing out everything to hot racing. I guess over here is where I put my receiver. Don't know which receiver I'm going with yet, but we'll see. I'll check out my man Earl, see what the hell he has in there. But I do want to go with, I'm not too sure what type of motor I'm going with, but I am going to go with the Mama Monster X fifth scale. That's going to be the ESC that I'm dumping into this RC. So we'll see what transpires when I buy that. I'm going to go with stiffer shock oil, probably 100 weight. Just something nice and let me see. Oops, hold on. Hold on. Let me see. I think you get hardware, but just not sure. What's your plan? Giuseppe says a lot of things. I know. You can put in a 29cc engine. Oh God. Let me see. Earl says Mama Monster 8S with a 1550 Castle 2200 kV. Keeps the battery trays at 130 miles per hour. Fun, good run, stays cool. Keep it simple and clean. Mama 6S 2200 kV censored motor. Check out my setup on YouTube. I definitely will, my man. Ghost as well. Anil, haha. So, yeah, so that's primarily what I'm going to be doing. Now, here is the question. Somebody asked me a while ago, do I ever have an upgraded radio? I do have upgraded radios. But I'm wondering, because this is a spectrum-driven RC, I'm thinking, all right, buy a brand new Spectrum radio, put in a Spectrum. See, but here's the thing. No offense to you guys at Spectrum, because you guys have, when it comes down to flying, it's been amazing. But I had the Spectrum DS3R, I think it was called, or whatever, 3R. And when I used to go with my Rustler, I would lose distance on that. I wonder if that's initially has changed. But for some reason, every single time I gave it power, I would lose it. It wouldn't give me any distance. I mean, companies like Fly Sky, I've used them, and then I've never had an issue with that. So I don't know. I don't know. Oh, let me see. Happy Jack RC. Hey, Gio. Welcome to the Limitless crew. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you for welcoming me with open arms. So let's look at what else. So I have a front and rear sway bar kit, which I didn't know I had. A lot of metal parts. All my whole drivetrain is metal, which is awesome. I don't know what type of diffs are in here, Earl or Ghost. Give me a heads up. But if I know they offer spiral cut gears for this, So I'm interested in probably getting that, just to strengthen everything. Um, yeah, I probably have to spend like $800 just on hot racing parts, the wing and the front and the two sides. That's going to be another $300. The servos are on a buck 50. The receiver is going to be like 80. The controller is going to be another 350 to $400. I already have batteries for this. I have to get an ESC and a motor. My BSR wheels or whatever sweeps, whichever one I'm gonna get. I gotta paint the body. Yeah, there's a lot of things that have to happen before I even drive this thing. Earl, how could you even do this? Here's the thing with Earl's channel. All right, Earl, I just started following you. Usually nine times out of 10 I don't follow people, but I started checking out a few things on Earl's channel. And you guys are ever interested, definitely go on Earl's channel. Uh, Earl Moorhead. Uh, Excellent channel, excellent channel. He has a lot of RCs that I've been drooling over. So but definitely check out his channel. So conceptually, I've seen a lot of people do either speed runs or drag racing with this RC. I'm trying to do speed runs. I have an abandoned runway by where I'm at. Uh, Another thing I'm going to be doing is a challenge. The challenge is going to be this 8S version against the 8S XO1. Who wins? We'll see. We'll see what initially transpires. Let me see. Brad says go with the Dumbo radio or radio link. Both are good for 400 to 600 meters. All right. My man Chris, everyday I see. What's up, Gio? He says, looking good with the Limitless possibilities, of course. Good to see you on Friday nights. Welcome, my friend. Hopefully everything's going well with you. I see you've been playing with your RCs. Um, my crawl station is getting a little crazy, Chris. I'm picking up the two towers tomorrow. Well, I'm disassembling the two towers tomorrow. The ones that I bought initially, and the guy still has them. I already picked up a few of the parts over there. I just have to take it apart. And then I think the following week I'm getting a trailer and bringing it over there. So it's going to be an amazing crawl area. So stay tuned for that. Anil RC, man, I bought a Futaba 3PV a week ago and still working amazing. Excellent. BMR3, yo, congratulations, bro. I love Arrma. I hope to get one soon. I'm impressed with everything that comes in. My man Chris has been telling me to go with this for a while now. So let me see. Brad says, and their radios are cheap and have a lot of good features. Interesting. Brad, do me a favor. Once the video is over, just leave a comment on a link for me to find that. I'll be very interested in finding that. Let me see. Kilowatt One says drag race 132 feet. Ghost says I use the TQI remote range is crazy. I'm sure you know. Yeah, but I'm gonna try to separate those two companies. Definitely so. Giuseppe says, do you think the design is better on the Limitless compared to the XO1? Here's the problem with the XO1, and it's a huge problem. For some reason, once you go beyond like 115, the body kind of caves in a little bit, which, you know, what do you say to that, you know? I haven't heard too much. These bodies, it looks like the millimeters are a little bit thicker on this one. So I would guess that would be the difference between the two. So let me see. Everyday RC, Chris says, you have been working hard. Wait, you've been working hard, my friend. Can't wait to see the crawling course. You're always doing the right thing for the hobby. You know what, let me give you guys a little bit of history with me and Chris. Everyday RC. We met years ago. Found out we both live on Long Island. We've been hanging out as cool friends, other than doing the hobby scenario. Chris has had his downfalls with trees falling on his house and everything like that. He was able to recover with that with his family. Thank goodness nothing transpired other than, damaging to the house and, just a little bit of a displacement. But his family is safe and healthy, and I've always been happy for that. Chris knows a lot of personal information on me, and he knows a lot of the reasons why I stepped away from the hobby as well. And he knew that I was pretty much going to walk away from the hobby. So I pretty much came in a little bit gangbusters with this, but he's definitely been, other than being an RC friend, he's been a very good friend to me. So if you guys don't know who Chris is, Everyday RC, definitely subscribe to him. Yeah, his motto is make it happen. Let me see. Sean Miller, GeoStealth Vader. Your bills are like porn. Just can't get enough. Keep up the great work. Thank you very much, Sean Miller. Ghost RC202 says, just wrap that controller. True. Foundation 491. RCX what? RCX Tuesday just bought Dumbo RC for the new for their new 6S Creighton. Oh, all right. Brad says you can get them you can get them Banggood website. Really? Oh, why do I know that for some reason? Foundation 401 says, yeah, RC. Man, my vision's going bad, bro. Look, I'm just showing you what I'm trying to read, and it's just like a distance for me to read this. All right, let me put this closer to my face. Have ordered them to replace all these Arrma radios. Oh, cool. Okay. So it's RC Onyx Tuesday. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I'm not too sure if I am or not. So, all right. So before I let you guys go, because I know my video is probably taking a little bit longer than expected. Chris, as you can see, I don't make Kool-Aid. Me and Chris have drank together. It was at one point, Chris, hopefully your kids and wife are not listening to this, but there was at one point that Chris left my house and he walked into his door and he's like, how did I get home? Oh man, Chris, I thought I'd share that. Chris says, Everyday RC says, true friends, just keep it real. I couldn't imagine seeing you walk away from the hobby. Cheers, my friend. Cheers to you, my friend. Let me see. He's a bit bright. Yeah, we drank. Yes, we did. Chris makes an excellent ribs and excellent pizza. He ended up leaving me his pizza trays when he came over here, and you just, good paisan right there. Yeah. Yeah, but I know we polished off a bottle, but I'm doing this bottle. I think if we tried to do this, we'd probably be dead. That bottle would probably kill us. So, yeah. So if you guys have ever seen my old RC video things, I used to give away things. I have a bag downstairs. I had stuff that I haven't even given to people that won, contests beforehand. So, yeah. So that being said, stay tuned for videos like this. Like I said, as you can see, my living room is empty. I don't have those other vehicles there. Trust me, it was terrible trying to move all those boxes and all those RCs out of there just to do a presentation with the Arrma vehicle. The surprising part is the one person I expected that has been complaining to me to do this all the time, for me to do this unboxing, and I will call him out, Lewis LP, okay? Okay, Lewis was supposed to come here. He's been jonesing to see me unboxing. He is not in the chat. I'm gonna put you on blast, Lewis. You done dropped the ball. I don't know where you're at. You're probably with my boy Steve OD from the 313's channel. Terribly sorry if I'm pulling people away from that. So let me see. Everyday RC says, can't wait to do with the Limitless, bro. Yo, you know what? I'm taking this to um, the abandoned runway. So yeah, that's gonna happen. RL says, "Are you next? Tuesday is the right way you say it, Gio." Oh, okay. Are you next? Yeah, I couldn't read that, bro. Look, I'm pretty much blind by trying to read all this. Like I when you guys look, I'm like literally like trying to like extend it out. Always remember, the older you get, you start looking at it like this. All right. Let me see. Brad says, "Where are they now?" Brad, where you located? So, all right. So, give me your opinion. I see you guys telling me to utilize this color. Hearing guys for me to utilize this color. I'm hearing guys telling me utilizing this color, which is the chrome. Any other voids? Somebody told me to do this color for 7-Up. So that's primarily what the vote is on right now. Oh, Chris, if you don't know what they're talking about, they were looking at all my Tamiya paints that were over here. So all right, where are we at? Let me see. Join the Tank RC on Wednesdays and Thursdays, 9 a.m. to 9:39 p.m. All right, well, Ghost RC says we need to link up, Gio. I'm not too far from. From trying to find your Limitless with me. Where you at, Ghost? Everyday RC says it has to be Geo Stealth R1 orange. XO1 yellow is yellow. The Limitless should be orange. All right, yeah, you're true every day. Brad says for video chats and regular chats. Giuseppe says yellow with chrome accents. Earl says everyday RC is right. Orange is Geo for sure. Does anybody have orange out there? I don't want to be copying anybody. I don't think I've ever seen anybody with the orange. God forbid. I should be eccentric. So, let me see. I'm doing a DA, DVM, and traveling wherever. Where you located at? Ghost? Brad says, I live in Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland, you're 11 miles away from me. Kilowatt, I've never seen orange. Phil Holly has orange, but Geo was the first orange. See, but if I do something orange, Chris, I gotta change it up. Oh, you're in DC. DC is, what is that? 8 hours? I think DC is 8 hours. Chris, why do I know that name? Why do I know that name, Chris? I'm not too sure. Not too sure. Oh, wait a minute. I know who that is. I know who that is, Chris. Okay. Gio, you live in Ohio? No, I live in the beautiful state of New York. Born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. Now I live out in Long Island, New York. Phil has all orange. So, so you're thinking an orange and a white, or orange and a chrome? Because I could do both. There's many vehicles I can do for this. Let me see. because I was looking at something like this. Just throwing conceptual stuff out at you. I don't know. Just conceptual stuff. Just throwing things out there. And it's from Spain too. So many things that could be done. It's not a bad idea, shit. I can go with that. I can definitely go with that. Or I can go with this. Doing something like this. Focus, focus, focus. I said I can't focus this thing. Focus. Can't even focus this. I think I know what to do. I think I know what to do for you guys to visually see this. No, I can't even take my thing off. Okay. Maybe you guys can see it like this. All right, here we go. What about something like this? Would that be something that would be interesting for you guys? I don't know. Many things to happen. All right, give me 1 second. I gotta see what's going on. Oops, are you out of focus? You are. Focus, focus. There we go. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. All right, let me see. Earl says, okay. Brad says there is a server called Brooklyn in Cleveland as well. Oh, there is. Ghost says, yeah, it's 7.5 hours. Link up, mess up, clear. Yo, when it comes down to summertime, bro, I'm down with that. Every day says, I think Phil Jolly has the fastest Limitless right now. Oh, I wonder if it's a 12S. I'm curious. Let me see. Giuseppe says orange with chrome where the Arrma stickers at. I ended up seeing a company that changes that thing up there. Mike C says, hey Gio, what's going on, Mike C? Earl says, that's a hot, just got more orange in the front of your yellow fire. Every day says, oh, Motorhead, what's up? Moorhead. Brad says, he reminds me of a Schumacher cat buggy box art for all the right. Every day says that would be a cool color scheme. Yeah, I think so, Chris. Earl says every day I see gives him a wave and a fire sign. Hooked on RC HORC. Okay, I got one last year. Still need to open up a Spectrum receiver and an RX8 ESC. Any recommendations on motor? People are saying going with the 1550 2200 kV motor. That's from what the opinion is in the room. I'm not too sure what a lot of other people are doing. The one thing I just despise that people do is, you know, conceptually they get an RC out there, and I understand, you know, people are in competition with whatever, but they don't share their information out there with local people. Yo, you know what's funny? One guy donated. I noticed that there's like a dollar sign on this thing. One guy donated me 40 something whatever currency it was, and it was 50 cents. That was one of my. I think that was my second donation, but I thought it was funny. I thought it was hilarious because I'm like, well, what does that mean in cents? So I turned to the side. I'm like, okay. It's kind of like if you get like 1 million yen, it's like $10 or something like that. I mean, so Brad says, try 2500 kV. I'm gonna take a drink to that, and I'm just curious if you guys have any other questions or would like for me to talk about anything else with the Arrma Limitless. Is that it? Are we done? Here we go. Why did I choose Limitless? Uh, Three reasons. Um, Reason number one, um, it's because it didn't come with any electronics. Um, Internally with it, I like to hook my stuff up with my own electronics and my own upgrades and everything like that. That's one of the main reasons why I chose the Limitless, because it was a roller. Second reason why I chose Limitless, I thought the Limitless just looked like a gorgeous RC. Third reason why I chose the Limitless, I got it at a spectacular deal. So definitely that's one of the main reasons why I got it. So uh let me see. Everyday RC says it's impressive. Oh, is it impressive in person? Yes. I have to say it's sexier than the sorry tracks. It's sexier than the EXO one. It is. It is. I give credit to what credit's due. It is. Let me see. Hooked on RC says thanks. Brad says pay very close attention to the yard dynamics. The yard dynamics. The car is purposely built with Ardrin Amex in mind. So if you do something in the front and in the rear, you should have several um, rear. You could have several effects on it. Um, I know Earl ended up going with the aluminum parts for the front and the rear. So, and Earl's been on point with his speed runs and all the things that he's been doing. I've been checking out Earl. I've been checking you out, bro. I've been checking you out, Earl. So, so yeah, no, definitely. We'll see. I've never driven it before. I don't even have the electronics to drive this thing yet. So we'll see what happens in a little while. Brad says, sorry, man, Arrma. Earl says, Gio, are you going to cover the wiring up? Oh, with the wire mesh? Of course. Of course. And if I'm going with an orange and white theme, which, and then I'll probably have to back it up with some silver, which I don't have silver. It's somewhere around here. I don't have silver somewhere. Yeah, I'm going to be wire meshing the crap out of it and then all the upgrades that I'm going to be putting on there. Let me see. Brad says, be careful with the air. Turn aerodynamics is very purposely built with that car. Really? Um, Brad, I think I need. Do you have any videos, Brad? If you do, leave a comment there. I'd like to check a few things out. I know nothing about Arrma. You know, nothing. Absolutely nothing. This is all new to me. It reminds me of Kyosho or the Chris. What was that company that ended up collapsing? Offna. Yes, Offna. I had an Offna RC as well. So just that metal under tray underneath it, it just reminds me of that and the Kyosho GB2 VE. So that's what reminds me of there. You know. Alrighty. So if we have no other questions, I'm gonna give you a heads up. It's going to be a little bit before parts come in here. The first parts I'm going to be getting is the BSR tires, the aluminum front wing splitter, whatever you call it, the aluminum rear wing, and the side plate mounts. I already spoke to my hobby guy. He told me he will get me the ESC. Now, what to do? Centered motor? I don't know. You guys tell me. Let me see. Ghost RC202. He's not right. You can change up what you need to. Interesting. Things to learn. It's weird. I'm looking at this for the downforce. The downforce must be insane with these. I know, Earl, you have them. You have this in aluminum. And you told me to get the rear. You have the rear in aluminum. I forgot if you got this. You have a cool white one, which I like. And then you have a few other ones, like a greenish type thing, a whole bunch of different colors, blackish. So that's something good to get into there. Yes, sir. That's what Girl says. Brad says yes. Everyday RC says, have a good night, bro. I have some upgrades coming up for my X Max. Stay tuned. Oh, what you get? What you get with yo? I had to clean up my X Max. It was crazy. I think I did a live video on that where I was cleaning out the dog bones and everything like that. And everything was gunked in there. I ended up changing out my servo, so my X Max is ready to go, Chris. But I think my batteries may be, so I might have to get new batteries. Earl says every day RC I will keep it 100. Brad says, watch Innovation RC. I do watch that guy. I haven't subscribed to him, but I do watch it. And Phil Jolly, I think I did see his RC. Go says censored motor 2200 kV. Brad says Stuart Mack. Earl says Brad Innovation RC changed everything. Laughing my ass off. Go says LS Earl. So, that being said, gentlemen, I'm glad you guys were able to stop by. I really, Graphite Panther, yeah, and light bulbs from Ghost. All right, well, that being said, I'm glad you guys were able to check out this live unboxing. I know you guys, you and I, you and everybody, me and everybody, start talking a lot, and we start getting ourselves into conversations about RCs and everything that we do with the RCs and stuff like that. So it's going to be fun. I've done everything in my power to stay away from Arrma. I have done everything in my power to stay away from Arrma. Um, this is my first Arrma vehicle. I am not sponsored by Arrma. I don't. Yeah, I've seen the president's stuff. Seems like a pretty awesome guy. I mean, I've seen a few videos of stuff with the president of Arrma. Uh, it is a huge thing. I mean, definitely send this out to the president of Arrma if you ever get in contact with him. It is a huge thing to have somebody who is Traxxas loyal switch over to one of their major competitors. It's a huge thing. So if the president from Arrma is listening, just to give you a heads up, I will not be like other channels that showcase the car and don't hook it up. I will customize this RC to be magnificent. I will put my own spin on it, and who knows? You know, hopefully you'll be able to showcase that. We'll see what initially transpires. Let me see. Earl says, I am not a SMC fan at all. I don't know what an SMC is. Um, SMC. I don't know. Go says, Earl, I got forgot laughing my ass off. Brad says, I'm right. He changed up the aerodynamics too much. He will screw it up. Earl says, Gio, I can't wait to see what you do with this epic for sure. You know what, Earl? I've been checking out your things, so, you know, hopefully we'll see what initially transpires in the next month or two. Yeah, so that's primarily it. Earl says, Brad, like Full of Jolly, who changed up the whole body and went faster. Laughing out loud. Everyday RC says, I'm still here as long as you are, bro. Earl, how do you tag someone in comment section? Yeah, I don't even know how to do that. Go says, yeah, the fact that Gio, oh wait, yeah, that's facts, Gio. I love Traxxas, but my limitless and infraction, I love them to death. Ah, all right, cool. Like I said, yo, Chris, Earl will tell you, and anybody who knows the limitless will tell you, they did right by this RC. They really did right by this RC. Like I said, my only qualms with it is that since it is a roller, they should have given you the roller body. I mean, that's my only gripe with this RC. That my only gripe is that they should have given you the clear, if this is a roller, because you already have the electronics for the infraction. This was a roller, they should have given you a clear body. They should have showcased the blue body. That would have been dope. Showcase the blue body. That's cool. No problem. But they should have given you a clear body. That's my opinion. Yeah. All right. Let me see. Brad says he did change it up, but he uses the body pieces and change it up because they are made up to change up on the bodies that it came with. I'm lost, Brad. Earl said every DRC just add the at before their names. Really, that's what you're supposed to do, man. Earl, you're like mine and Chris's age. How do you know this? Well, you know what? That's a good question. Let's get an age count. What's who got what age here? You know, I'm 44. How old is everybody? Tank, 65. Kiwala 1, 44 is my age. Everyday RC, 40 in July. Yeah, buddy. Let the grays come in more. Giuseppe is 20. Chevy Man just hit 53. Ghost is 36. Earl, 49. July will be 50. Man, a lot of milestones coming in here. A lot of milestones. So, yeah, let me see. Ghost 37 in June, right around the corner. So, yeah, as you can see, thank goodness there are no kids here because I got a lot of flack from YouTube because I was drinking alcohol on my channel. And they said, it's not for kids. I'm like, yo, I'm not. I was like, I'm talking to grown ass men. I was like, yo, I'm drinking my alcohol. It could be water, whatever it is. But still, realistically speaking, what do you want me to say to you? Oh, man. I'm just. Okay, cool. Couldn't see it. Thanks, bro. Brad says, just turned 51. Sonoko Twists. What's up from Brooklyn? Oh, what's up, man? I'm from Park Slope. Where you at? Where you at, Park Slope? I lived in Park Slope. I lived in Bensonhurst. Yeah, man. I lived in Bay Ridge. Let me see. Dennis, 40 this. Dennis says he's 40 this April. Oh man, that's like right around the corner, bro. Either you turned 40 or you're about to be 40. Earl says at every day I see, it will what? Warns well. Man, this visually I'm just going more and more. I don't know if it's the alcohol making me more blind. Tank 62. I'm just past you. Didn't share. Let me see. Dennis, midlife crisis hitting hard. Yep. Sunoco Twist, Williamsburg, Brooklyn, Southside, Williamsburg. Nice. Tank is from Dallas, Texas. Giuseppe. Could I make my Russell VXL do 80? Of course. Throw bigger, I would say throw better wheels on that. Belted tires or even foam tires on there. Kilowatt 1. Now you have an Arrma. Are you going to stop with Traxxas? Everyday RC says big boy toys. Damn right. Am I gonna stop with Traxxas? Well, the only Traxxas vehicle I'm missing right now is the e-Revo 2.0. There is nothing left, but I have an e-Revo right now, fully modified, and I do not touch it. So the next RC I was looking at was going to be the Creighton 8S. That is the next one I was looking at, the Creighton 8S. Joe A says, what's up, Gio? Good luck with the Limitless. I love my Limitless. Still building mine. Can't wait for it to be done. Yeah, man. Right, as of right now, it looks like $2,000 have to go into this before I even drive it. Giuseppe says, Uh, Ghost says, Giuseppe, yeah, foam tires spur big opinion. Yep, that's primarily what you got to do. Foam tires, get the 17 millimeter adapters. Don't go with the Jayco foam tires. Go with the 17 millimeter slash two-wheel drive adapters. You can get them from Traxxas. It's all good. And then throw yourself some foam tires or some GRP tires, and you should be able to hit 80 if you bring up the pinion and shrinking the spur. And I would personally take apart your transmission case and start greasing it up. Make sure your bearings are clean, and you should be able to do 80 with no problem. Just wrench away. Let me see. Dennis says, anyone trying to run eighth buggy off road, eighth scale buggy off road. Man, I've never owned an eighth. That's more of a Losi thing. I think Losi. I think is it me or Losi has fallen off, and they're geared toward their bigger vehicles like the fifth scale fifth scale vehicles. I'm just curious about that. You can lower the car, Giuseppe. I would put fuel tubing to where it's lowered, or stiffen the shock oil as well. Brad says, don't forget the inflatable tires that people make things steel belted ones coming out of the kettle belts come. Damn man, yeah, it is the alcohol because my eyes are getting blurry as shit. Ugh. Let me see. Go says I'm $1,700 on my limitless and 19 on my infraction. Now 17 without the car or 17 with the car or 19 with the car. That's a good question. Sunoco Twist. Check out the Track Days Hobby Hempstead. Check out the Track Day Hobbies Hempstead Turnpike, Long Island. They got everything you need. Track Day Hobbies in Hempstead. I'm gonna take a picture of that. I never heard of them. Hmm. Oh, I meant Kevlar. Okay, okay, Brad. Stuart, what's going on? Stuart says, "What's up, Gio? Stay safe, mates. And what you up to? What up, Earl? Stay safe as well. I'm in the UK, so it's early in the morning. Ah, all right, all right. Oh, people over the pond, across the pond in the UK. Hopefully, you're staying safe with that COVID out there." Giuseppe says, "Thank you for the advice. No problem, my friend." Earl Moon says, "Hello, hello, hello." Well, I don't want to be that jerk, and it looks like I have been that jerk. A good friend of mine does his Friday night chats. Steve OD from the 313. I don't want to be in there jumping on his time. I kind of thought I would just have a drink with you guys, show you guys that I finally got a limitless. And yeah, so that's primarily it. Everyday RC says Ray and Marsha from the Track Day Hobbies came out to our bash event. Really? Man, why don't I don't know that Chris, I've not you know me. I go to Hobby Heroes, which that well there's still well, I'll talk about that later. But and I go to Willis Hobbies. So I never heard of this. Chris, we gotta go there one day. Let's just throw it out there. Stuart says, yeah, staying safe, dude. Oh, yeah, definitely be safe. Blacksmith RC, hey, bro, what's happening? Glad to see you're good. Yeah, man, I'm maintaining, man, I'm maintaining. Ghost says 1,700 without the limitless and 19 total for my infraction. Was limitless first, but converted mine to infraction. Ah. All right, so basically what you're telling me is I got to put $2,500 into this car. Brad says, also watch Drifomatics. Blacksmith RC says, be safe out there in them streets, bro. Yeah, I try, man. Terry Mayo, bruh. Uh, is there a speed run body I can put on a Rustler 4x4? Is there a speed run body you can put on a Rustler 4x4? Oof. That's going to be a tricky one. because because what happens is that on the Rustler, the chassis is a little bit smaller. I mean, you can go with, there's two ways you can do things. You can take off the front bumper, put in the small little bumper or T-Bone Racing splitter, and then put a wing on the back and go with a third party company to make it look like a buggy vehicle. Um, uh, Ultimate RC did a conversion like that with the Stampede 4x4. Um, that's one way to do it. You can take a Rustler two-wheel drive body. Don't cut the front. Let the front be your setup for your aerodynamics and stuff like that. You can do that. I believe J Concept has a body that you can do that with. Yeah, that's primarily it. From what I understand. Let me see. Brad says Tank RC video chats with Frank. Everyday RC says track day hobbies in, it's been there for many times. Good people there. I have gotten a lot, especially speedrun vehicle going for scale. It's in Elmont. Okay, go says check out my vids. I show all the upgrades. Eric's Hobbies has retracted. Okay, Ghost RC says you don't need a speed body. Brad says maybe Proline will have them. Eric's Hobby says, what's up, guys? What's up, Eric? Chevy Man says Jado body. Jado body. Eric's Hobbies. I might be unboxing a slash 4x4 Ultimate tomorrow. Slash 4x4 Ultimate tomorrow. The only thing I'm pretty sure that the slash, correct me if I'm wrong, the Ultimate, for some weird reason or another, the Ultimate still does not have the aluminum hexes, or am I wrong on that one? I'm not too sure. Stuart J Concepts 0042 Illusion Rustler. See, there you go. People helping out. Remember J Concept body. I remember the body that was able to do that. Everyday RC says Hempstead Turnpike in Elmont. I'm pretty sure they're closed now, right? With this COVID thing, you can't even go to the hobby shop. How devastating that is. So, alrighty. So sounds cool. I really appreciate you guys stopping by, having a nice chat with me, with my alcoholic self. Oh, man, that's so stiff. Jesus. I really appreciate you guys coming out. You have no idea. Sunoco Twist, do I still have my X01? I'm not sure about the hexes. What ones would you get for the slash 4x4S? I'd get the Traxxas ones. I have them on mine. So that being said, let's take a drive. I will bring you to Hobbyland, which is my hobby room. Dun, 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 dun. Let's take a little journey. People who see, look, there is no Traxxas vehicles can be seen. And if you guys ever get the opportunity, go get yourself a good board game. We have two great board games to get. If you ever get the opportunity, Ghettopoly and Redneckopoly. Definitely go look at those if you get the opportunity to play those things. It's pretty crazy. It's savage. Let's take a walk downstairs. Bring you to my almost finished pool table room, which hopefully one day it will get finished. I'm not too sure. I still gotta hang these two TVs up. You need to set up a studio up again. Yeah, I do. Let's go downstairs. Dun, 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 dun. Alrighty, a lot of people like to see this room, and here we go. Arrma, you finally got to see it. Alrighty, so this is the man's toy room. This is my toy room for all y'all people who ever wanted to see my little toy area. As you can see, I have my Harley, and then I have my R1, and now enjoy this. These are my RC vehicles right there. We have the slash 4x4. We have the slash 2-wheel drive, another 2-wheel drive, slash 4x4 platinum. We got the drag car. We got the M41. We got the Bandit. Then we're gonna come over here. We have the XO1. We have the Traxxas 4Tech. We have the Rally. We have my Run DMC TRX4. We have the New York Yankees TRX4. Look at the difference between the ball bearings and not. We have the Mini E Revo, trying to get the light out of there. We have the Mini Gravedigger. We have the Teton. We have the Rally. We have the Axial Junior. Over here, we're looking at the UDR. We have the Yeti 10 scale, fully modified. We have the SCX10 version 1. We have the Rustler 4x4. We have the OG Rustler 2-wheel drive. We have the brand new Traxxas Max. We have the Gravedigger 30th anniversary right there. We have Stampinky, Stampede 4x4 VXL. Smokey, what's going on? We have my X Max. We have the hell are you? Axial Yeti XL. We have my NYPD Summits. We have the Traxxas Revo version 1, and we have the Emax Traxxas. So yeah. So when I'm hanging out in my hobby room, and this is what I'm usually doing in my hobby room, hanging out over here, relaxing. When I'm doing that, this is what I get to see when I sit down and relax and chill with you guys. I get to see all this and relax. So as I do that, I'm going to put you guys down right here. In 1 second, I will talk to you. Oh, I'm going to put you over there. Put this over here. There we go. I need a clogbuster. Oh yeah, the X Max. All right, I'm going to have you guys ask a few questions, and then we were going to end this video. Let me start moving stuff since my poor Harley is not being showcased, which it should be showcased because it is a Harley Davidson. Alrighty, so what do you guys say? Chevy man, who needs a cloudbuster? I've always wanted a cloudbuster. Like really, I've always wanted a cloudbuster. This is crazy. I always wanted a cloudbuster. For years, I wanted one. It's never transpired. So. Giuseppe says, what do you like to ride more? The Harley or the R1? All right. I've been riding street bikes for 20 years. No, more than 20 years. If I started when I was 24. I started when I was 24. I'm 44, so 20 years. One day I rode the Harley all day. When I tell you, it took me 3 days for my back to recover. 3 days for my back to recover. Brad says they have a black edition cloudbuster. Really? I don't know too much about that. Arrma Limitless says 600 or 1200 cc. A Yamaha R1 is a 1000 cc. Brad says, "Where's the Kyoshos?" Oh snap! You guys are waiting for the Kyosho Mini Z's. They're somewhere, somewhere on the side. They have their own suitcase. And actually, yo, do you guys want me to do a Kyosho like Mini Z video? With that. Uh-oh. I just got my notification. Steve OD from the 313 starting right now. Let me see. Every day, same thing I've always wanted, a Cloudbuster, but not the repopped version. I wanted the old, true old school. Yeah, I wanted that. Oh, Chevy Man got the OG one. Arrma says, I raised Michael Spirit. Let me start getting into this so I see what you guys are writing. Armin says, I raced micro sprint cars and they ran 600cc motors. They're really fast and fun to drive. Earl says, Steve-O up. Yep, Steve-O is up. Earl, I can't mess Steve-O up. Steve is a good friend of mine. All the guys in that channel are really cool people and stuff like that. So I'm going to cut this video off. If you guys get the chance, jump on Steve O D from the 313's channel. He is doing a live video